Hey guys, what is going on? It is mrUSMCtristan, and today I am here to show you guys, well, not really to show you, but to play Civilization 5. And you guys have seen me play Civ 5 before, but what's different about this game is I'm playing on my own. Obviously I'm starting 272 turns into the game. The year is 1992. And another cool thing about this is that it's a domination-only victory game. So for those of you that are new to Civilization or have never heard of it, domination, there's a couple different ways to win. Domination victory, though, means that you win through military. You take every other country's capital. So for example, here's Russia, their capital is Moscow. If I were to take their capital, I won. I already took, I believe over here was Indonesia. Their capital was Jakarta, and I've taken them. So I'm Assyria, my capital is Assur. These 1, 2, 3 cities are mine. And then these 4 were Indonesia, and I wiped them out. I killed them in a war. Over here, the player to my east is the Ottomans. They have remained pretty much on this island the entire game. They took Kiev, which was a city-state. And yeah, here we have the Americans who have decimated the Indian Empire. Delhi, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, was the Indian capital, and they are gone now. Down here to the south is the Swedish, and I'm sure that eventually the Americans will just dominate them as well. I don't actually know who's all at war right now. No one's at war. But, yeah, the Ottomans I used to be friends with. So this is just kind of to show you guys how the politics are working in this game. Washington is allies with basically, he's not really friends with anyone. I'm friends with Sweden and Russia, and the Ottomans I was friends with, but they backstabbed me and denounced me, which is basically like just saying F you. So yeah, so my civilization looks like this right now. And yeah, so this is going to be a series that's heavily edited. I'm only going to show you guys when I'm actually at war. And right now I just came off of a very successful war against Indonesia, in which I took all of these resources. And now, so actually before I do that, I'm just going to kind of give you guys a quick overview of Civilization. So this is what the game looks like, obviously. These little icons can mean all different kinds of things. They can mean luxury resource, strategic resource, whatever. Strategic resources are stuff like iron, coal, oil, aluminum, stuff that and fish, like over here, stuff that you need to survive. And you use that to build other things. And then luxury resources are things like citrus, truffles, silk, copper. Those are things you don't necessarily need, but they're nice to have because they boost happiness and you can use them for trades. And I'll also explain this top bar here. I'm obviously playing Civilization Brave New World, which is the DLC for Civilization 5. This blue number is your science, as I'm generating 460 science per turn, which means that I research these technologies, which right now I'm researching plastics at a certain rate depending on how high my science is. Higher you research something, the higher your science is, the quicker you research something. This is going to take me 9 turns to research. Here's gold. Gold's pretty self-explanatory. It's the currency in the game. The number on the left is how much gold I have. The number on the right is how much gold I make per turn. This number is how many trade routes I have available versus how many I'm using. I have 6 available. I'm using 4, so I need to change that, so I'm using all 6. Trade routes are very helpful. Happiness is a very big deal. It really matters if you're just positive or negative, unless you're trying to get golden ages, which are a little bit more complicated. I'll get into that in a second. But really, it doesn't mean it doesn't really necessarily matter how much happiness you have. It just matters whether or not it's positive or negative. If it's positive, everything's good. Your cities are working normally. Everything's normal. And if it's red, if it's in the negatives, cities start to work slower. Military units don't fight as hard. There could be uprisings. There could be rebellions. Barbarians come back. Stuff like that. Not good. You always want to keep that number in the green, which, as you can see, all of those luxury resources are being a big help to me. Golden Age is when you get a golden age, you get a bunch of gold production and culture, and you get a golden age by happiness. As you can see, I have 199 of 1240, and every turn I get 7 because of how much happiness I have. Here's culture. Culture you use to adopt social policies, which are where? Oh, here. These are social policies. They're kind of like technologies, except for instead of researching something, you adopt a policy for certain things. So here you can see the tradition policy. There's one of the things you can adopt is when you adopt that, you get 15% production when building wonders and 1 happiness for every 10 citizens in a city, that kind of thing. You can adopt stuff like that. Culture is very important. That left number is how much culture I have. That right number is how much culture I need to adopt a new policy, and that number is how much I'm making per turn. Tourism is not really important right now, but so I'll just kind of, because it's only important in culture victories. The best way to put it is if you're going for a cultural victory, tourism is your offense and culture is your defense. But I'm going through for a domination victory, so it doesn't really matter. Faith, also important for a cultural victory, but can also be used a little bit for other things. Faith is you can use to purchase things like missionaries, inquisitors, and all that stuff. But that doesn't really matter unless you're going for a cultural victory. The only time it really matters for a military victory is sometimes you can buy great generals and stuff like that. Over here is a list of items that I have. I have 11 type sources of iron, which I'm not going to be needing because iron is not used in the late game. 16 sources of horses, which I'm not going to need because horses are not used in the late game. 9 sources of coal, which is good, more than I need. That's great. 20 sources of oil, amazing. That's a huge late game deal. And 14 sources of aluminum, which is amazing. That's a big late game material. And right now, this is considered middle to late game. So, I'm going to click next turn. Processes all the turns for everyone else. Bunch of notifications pop up here on the right side. Waiting for my turn to come up. Processing turns for everyone else. Yada, yada, yada. Nothing important is really happening right now. Just going to kind of check to see if anything big happens. Alright, so the only thing that was really a big deal that entire time was that I'm losing grasp on Milana, which is, or Melina, Manila. I'm terrible at pronouncing words. The only big deal there, I'm going to turn this workboat right here into a fishing boat to maximize that fish resource right there. Is that if you, oh shit, I gotta go find them now. Where are you? There they are. They are maritime, so they give me food and aluminum and fur. So you want to stay allies with city-states because it's just kind of helpful to just have allies. So yeah, this is gonna be, since civilization is kind of boring, I'm only going to be recording parts where I'm actually at war with people. So I'm gonna cut this video right here, and then I'll pick it up once I go to war again. See you guys in the future. Hey guys, so I just want to give you guys a little update. So this is what I really wanted to talk to you guys about. Washington has just declared war on Gustavus Adolphus. I'm sure I butchered that. America just declared war on Sweden. I think Sweden is down to its last city. There might be another one up in here somewhere. I don't know. I haven't explored there yet. But yeah, that's basically the big deal. So Washington is about to conquer this whole continent right here. And he is definitely going to be... Shit, he's already got B-17s. Fuck, dude. Those suck. Those are the worst. Yeah, so he's way further ahead of me in technologies, which is something I'm not used to. Typically, I am the furthest ahead by a lot. And I have scouts over here. Totally forgot about them. Anyway, they're not going anywhere. Oh. So yeah, Sweden's about to die, which kind of sucks. Right now, I'm gearing up for the next war, which is going to be against the Ottoman Empire, which are these 4 cities right here. They're all coastal cities, so having a strong navy is definitely a big deal. This city right here is only going to be producing battleships until that war. We have 20 barrels of oil, and each ship only costs 1 barrel, so we are going to have a lot of fucking battleships, I can guarantee you that. Up here, the Ottomans have some naval enforcements, and I'm not really sure why. I think they're just trying to scare me. Obviously, they're not friends with me, because when I talk to them, I get this kind of response. The bloodthirsty one shows his face, and he's hostile, which is not good. So, yeah, having the bigger navy is going to be a big deal with this. If I could just have troops going onto the shores and just battleships absolutely decimating the cities, that is going to be a big help. I'm not sure if I think I'm going to hold off the invasion until I discover Marines, or until I research Marines, because let's go to the tech tree. Marines are right here when you research penicillin. Right now I'm researching the railroad just because I want to get this bottom branch caught up. Marines are a very good strong infantry unit. But their big deal is that they do not take damage, or they do not take a penalty when they're embarking onto land. So most units, when they're moving from a water tile onto a land tile, during that move, if they have to fight, they take like a minus 75% damage penalty, like just from having to move from land to water. Marines don't have that penalty. So in an invasion where all of my stuff is going to have to get on a ship and just go over, Marines are a big fucking deal, and they're going to be so helpful. So what I'm planning on doing right now is I'm going to have a bunch of Marines leading the charge. Actually, I'm going to have battleships leading the charge with Marines behind them, and behind the Marines is artillery. That's my plan. We'll start off with Istanbul, and then probably go to Edirne, and then go to Kiev and Bursa. That's what my goal is to start with the capital, which is typically not what I do, but the capital is closest to me in this situation. So we are just going to be going through the south part of this continent and then up towards Bursa. That is my goal. My other goal is to keep Russia on my good side as long as possible, because obviously they are closest to me. They are the people who can do the most damage to me. So I need to be on good terms with them, and right now I am. Yeah, so I'm pretty much counting Sweden out right now. There's no way they're going to win that war. After I take out the Ottomans, I think I'm going to have to try and get Russia to help me take out America, because taking out America on my own is going to be really tough, and it's going to be really tough. And I definitely want to be the first one to strike when it comes to that war, because if I let them hit me first, it's going to be really tough to just kind of move my forces around. So yeah, definitely going to try, and my order of invasions right now is Ottomans, team up with Russia, and then after that, which is going to take a while, I'm going to team up with Russia for America. But I'm going to really wait for America, because right now they're ahead of me in technology. So I want to get to the point in the tech tree where everyone is even, where everyone's like gotten to this point. So it doesn't matter how great your science is, because everyone's at the same point. Right now they're around here, like they're in this area for research, and I'm like right here obviously for research. So they're an era ahead of me right now. So that's not good. But yeah, just want to give you an update. That's what's going on right now. See you guys in the future. Hey guys, mrUSMCtristan here. Just want to give you a quick update on the American-Swedish war. The Americans won. Stockholm is now an American city, as you can see. Sweden lost their original capital. Washington controls the most original capitals. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Washington now controls this entire continent. There's 3 city-states here. There might actually be a 4th one in the middle here somewhere, but city-states do not have it, or 5. There's 4 on the coast, and there might be a 5th in the middle. City-states do not have anything to do with domination victories. You don't have to conquer them to win. But yeah, Americans are now even stronger. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be a tough war to fight them. I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, for the Ottomans, as you can see, my Navy's getting stronger. I got Marines now. I'm researching them, building them. Now looking for atomic bombs and all that. So yeah, should be a fun war over here. But yeah, that's the update right now. Not too excited that America took Sweden. Not too excited about that. See you guys in the next part. Hey guys, so just giving you a little quick update on what's going on with the game right now. So after America defeated Sweden in war, they are now targeting Russia, who is my closest ally. So I personally will not be helping Russia, but I will be attacking the Ottomans. So don't know if that actually helps Russia in any way. But yeah, America, as you can see, is sending units over to the Russian side, and I'm hoping that Russia can at least keep these 3 cities. Actually, I hope that they can. Well, let's see. What do they've got? All right, they've got some air force, and America's just. Oh, actually, America's not that far away. Yeah, America can send units like a motherfucker from there. Oh, they have rocket artillery. America's so far ahead of me. God, it's not even fair. All right, well, yeah, that's a little update on what's going on with the game right now. Yeah, so I am moving in for my attack on the Ottomans, and America's going to declare war on Russia. See you in the future. Hey guys, so out of curiosity, Sorry about that. So hey guys, out of curiosity, I just went to Russia and asked them if whether or not they'd be interested in fighting the Ottomans. And while they're at war with America, I thought, oh, they'll just say no. But I was just curious. But apparently, in 10 turns, they're going to be ready to go to war with us. So yeah, it looks like I was expecting to go to war in about 5 turns, but now I think I'm going to wait till the 10. And yeah, me and Russia going to war against the Ottomans.